everyone, it's your girl again, Akeisha, back with another video. And in this video, I wanted to talk about a request for quotation. I request for quote. And many times, my small business don't understand what the past performance questionnaire is. So I was going through some opportunities, as I always do, going through searching on sam.gov to identify a few opportunities for my client. And when I was going through, I said, oh, this is a perfect time that I can record a video and show you what a past performance questionnaire is. And so in this opportunity, here's a past performance questionnaire. You see, they put the attachment on here, very short opportunity, about 25 pages. And so I just wanted you to see what a request for quote is. And some of you know what it is, but some of you are very new to government contracting. So if you see right here on the section 2, you'll see the statement of objectives. So that's why you'll hear different terminology like the statement of objectives, the statement of work, this performance work statement, and they all mean different things. And you can go back and look on my channel and look at my video on what is a statement of objective, or just go to the Google to get more information. But I have previous videos on it. But I want to just stay on task and on target for this video. Okay. And then you see it's telling you to all potential offers, the request for quote. So, like I was telling you, the request for quote is something different than a request for proposal. Request for quote is normally very simple, easy. Normally it's about pricing. And so you're not going to have a big old proposal you have to resubmit, submit. And then you see how it's telling you which NAICS code this one is for, the 541519. And that's what my client is, does a lot of IT and different things of that nature. So when I go in there looking for opportunities that we are positioned for, I've already did my capability matrix. I know exactly what opportunities that are good fit for us. And then I go in there and start looking for opportunities. And then I do the no bid assessment to see, are we positioned for this? Do we have the teams? Do we have all these other things, right? So, and you'll see that in my other videos, but this video is specifically for the past performance questionnaire, part of submitting a proposal. It's not in all proposals, but it is in some proposals. So I always recommend to do a quick read through, highlight, just get your little highlighter and highlight the big things that you're trying to, and then make your notes. So then you see how you can make a note and leave it for the person who's going to be looking at it. And then just make a note right here. This is our NAICS code. So that's check one. So it's all about making it easy for you to go through this document really quickly to see if it's a bid or no bid. Can I go after this? And now that I've decided I can go after this opportunity, now let's start filling everything in. So why the video? Okay, the past performance. See, this is why I keep speaking to my small business. Have your little Word document or Google Doc with all this information ready. Complete the name or of government agency, commercial firm, or other organization. So that's why I keep telling you, you can have commercial past performance and bid on a contract. They're asking you. You don't have to just been in a government. You can start off in the commercial sector, but they want to know who that commercial firm is. And then say if it's not a firm or a big commercial building, it's just a small little mom and pop, that can go on here as well. You just list that company's information right here because they're going to contact them. Then you see they want the complete address, the order number or reference number, whatever you did with the invoicing, basically. So how are you doing? The date of the order, the date the work began, and the date the work completed. So say you have been providing janitorial services to that company for 2 years. That looks really good. They've worked with you, they know your style, they can give you a good reference. Or say you only work with that organization for 6 months, still put that in there. That is past performance. Then they're going to want to know who the technical point of contact is. As I always say, don't just put somebody's information on here and do not contact them. Contact them and let them know, hey, I've submitted your name on this documentation, so that way I can go after this contract, and give them a heads up. Now, sometimes they'll tell you, the contracting officer will have you send it to that person, and then that person will submit it back to the contracting officer. So, what you want to do is read what the instructions tell you about the past performance. You see, some of them do agency background checks. It tells you all of the different objectives and tasks. And this one is fairly short, and it's only, the period of performance is for 6 months. And so these are the big things that I always try to get the small business who is new to the government space. Start off with the small contracts. That's very easily 6 month commitment. You can even do it yourself, and that way you just get the past performance. And then once you've got that past performance, now hire your team. Start off with yourself first. You don't have to need a team. Look for opportunities just for one person, or two, and then you go out there, perform the work, do exceptional on that work. You've gained your past performance. Now you're ready to move on. Then on here, you can also see the key personnel right here. Proposed key personnel shall, at the minimum, have the following qualifications, right? So then you just make a little note. Do you meet all of those? If you don't, can you get a subcontractor to come in? You meet half of the work and they meet the other half of the work of, so that way you can win this opportunity. And then make sure that individual has that certification. Say you have the degree in computer science, and maybe you might propose somebody else in here, but it depends, because sometimes it might be that they want that person, that key person now, to have the bachelor's, the 5 years experience, all of that, that one person, and then the alternate have the same. Then the security days and performance. So now I'm looking for the instructions. So you look for the instructions on how they want you to do the past performance. So let's see. And then they tell you the quotation submission instructions on how to submit. Let's get down here. Okay. And then they're telling you exactly how to do everything. They're telling you a technical quotation. They want an executive summary. That's why I emphasize over and over and over again. Always just have a general executive summary, and then you can use that and customize it for each opportunity, because they're going to ask you different questions, they're going to ask you different things. So you just want to be sure to answer those questions. Then they tell you how to submit it. Is if this one right here is for a GSA buy. So you have to have a GSA schedule for this one. So if you see that that's already right there, you're going to put on here, we do not have a GSA schedule, or you do. So that means you can't even bid on this one. So you just stop right there. There's no more need to go and do anything else, because you don't have a GSA schedule. Now, if you know someone who has a GSA schedule, maybe you can talk to them and ask them, hey, I'll be your key personnel if you put me on this one under your company, so that way we can win this opportunity. There's so many different ways that you can go about winning opportunities. But the main thing is, and you see right here, past performance, 1 page per reference. So it's important that you read all of the instructions and make sure that you do exactly what they say. And then right here, one of the sub factors for the key personnel is a 3 page limit. And then you also see the performance work statement telling them how you're going to do everything. It's a 5 page limit. So definitely read your instructions. And then you just keep going down here. It's telling you everything, what to do. So that's why the first thing I ask when small business comes to me, oh, we want to go after this proposal. Okay, have you did a bid assessment? Have you already sent off the past performance questionnaire? Or did you do what it told you to do with the past performance questionnaire? Because it's telling you exactly what to do. You see that? It gives you everything. So the thing is, what we have to get used to is when you're going after in the government contracting space, you're going to do a lot of reading. You're going to do a lot of reading because you want to make sure that you're not spending unnecessary time on opportunities that doesn't even fit in your wheelhouse. It tells you exactly what they're looking for. And then if you look at this, the technical quotation shall include past performance information for the two most relevant, similar size, scope, complexity to the requirements in the RFQ. Contracts which are in progress or were completed within the past 3 years. So they're telling you everything. So that's when you get your highlighter and you just highlight that key information. So they're already telling you they want something, okay? And then so that way it makes it easier and it pops out next time when you're looking at stuff. And then they're telling you right here, past 3 years. So, and then they said for each reference contract, the offer shall include past performance information addressing the quality of product or service, cost control as applicable. They're looking for schedule timelines, management, business relations. You see, they're looking for all that. And for each reference contract, the offer shall include 2 points of contact. So they want 2 points of contact. Okay. And then if a subcontractor is proposed, so see, this they're giving you information about the subcontractor too. So that's why I always say there where I mean you just have to think about how can we pursue this opportunity. If we and that is why it's important to have a teaming database that you've built, these relationships that you've already built. And if you don't have a teaming database, start building one. So when you're going after these opportunities, you can move quickly. Send out an email letting them know, hey, I'm going after this opportunity. Let's do it. Can you support it? And then move forward. But if you can't support it, then it's better to learn sooner than later. So, and then if you keep reading, it's telling you all the instructions, and then they're telling you the offer shall provide past performance information for one of most relevant. So that one they only have to do one if you have a subcontractor, so that way you can meet this opportunity. So say I guess it's looking like they're saying that you have to have two and they have to have one. So that's why I always like to read it a couple of times, make sure that I make sure, and I'm the proposal writer, to make sure that I have addressed all of the contracting officers requirements. And then this one only has to have 1 point of contact. And then the proposed subcontractor must have performed for at least 1 year. So but that's why I keep telling you the rules. You have to really read the rules and make sure you are adhering to them, so that way you can address everything and know that you're compliant. And then the last thing before I close out this video, because I just wanted to give you an example of a RFQ and show you one with the past performance questionnaire. And, as I continue to look at different videos and as I'm going through the different content and looking for opportunities, I'm just going to record a quick video so you can get more exposure and really learn how to go after opportunities. And then once you go, so say you want to outsource your proposal writing, at least you'll have the foundation so you can give them a good product. Because if they got to spend all those hours, you're going to pay for an expert. If you're going to act, you say, I want you to do my proposal writing, and you have not did anything, you haven't read it, that means they're going to have to do the bid, no bid decision. That's going to cost. They're going to have to pull out and do the compliance matrix up, that's going to cost you. But if you just need them for to review it and to help you ensure that you meet all the compliance, then it'll be a little bit more affordable. So you put the product together, and then you look for a proposal writing firm that will help you to polish it and to ensure that you met. That way you'll have your checks and balances. It's just helping you to at your budget, because as you grow, you're going to be able to have in-house proposal writers, but right now you can't afford it. So that's why there's different ways to do that. So let me get back to it so I can close out this video. Keep it nice and short. So for the past performance references, the offer shall use the attached past performance questionnaire provided as attachment 1 to this RFQ. And then you see what they're telling you to do. The offer shall forward, so I would definitely hide that, the entire questionnaire to each reference, including those for the subcontractors. So you see, they told you what to do. You're going to forward it. The proposed subcontractor must have performed for at least 1 year on each reference contract. So they told you everything. And then they always tell you the offer shall instruct past performance references to complete the past performance questionnaire and return the entire questionnaire to them. So they're telling you directly. So don't tell them to come back, send it back to me, because that's not what they're asking. They're asking you to send it to the person that you're going to have fill it out. I will fill it out for them and just ask them to put in the information, check it, and make sure it's ready. Because I'm telling you, you want to take away all the resistance for them providing you, because they have a lot of work already on their plate. So you fill out the whole past performance questionnaire, get it ready, prepared, what you've done, and then all they have to do is review it, read it, put their information, sign it, and then you're good to go. So let me take you back to it. And then you see what you're going to do. You're going to fill out everything as much as possible. You're going to fill out everything as much as possible. So that way, what all they're doing is, and they gave you the instructions right here. That's it, right here. And then that way, the person who's filling this out, when they go in there and make their selection, see how they're going to go in here and make their selection? And then they're going to forward it. So you're going to do as much as possible, putting all this stuff in here. So and it'll jog their memory what you were doing there. And then all they'll do is go in there and verify. And then see, look at this. And then they're going to give you a grade. And that's why I always tell them, make sure you're getting your report card right. Understand what you're doing, because once they send this is what you're going to be graded on by the contracting office. You see that? Unsatisfactory, marginal, satisfactory, very good, and exceptional. And that's why I'm always harping, do everything with the spirit of excellence. Exceptional work. Asking them, hey, did we do everything on time? You know if you've done right and wrong. And then if you if you don't know for sure, then you need to ask them, okay, we've been here for a little while. Is there anything, just doing a little taste? Hey, is there anything we could be doing better? Are my workers coming in here on time? Or if you're performing the thing, then the task, then you know what you're doing. And just ask them, so how would you rate us? How would you this? Is there some room for improvement? Okay, so I'm going to end the video on here. Make sure you read the instructions. And I hope this was very informative to you. And like I said, I'm going to continue to record videos. If I find a good RFP, a good source of sought notice, RFIs, I'm going to continue to just record videos for you, so that way you can get what you need to be successful and win government contracts. All right, now take care and have a good one. Bye now.